place. All right, just to kind of mark it off. So we're gonna mark this off then, and then drill in through the holes that we need to. We're gonna have to probably go through the tile a little bit. So we wanna, let's try to get off that line there. We don't wanna go through that mortar. So right about here we'll do, because we can get the keyhole right there in the center, like that. So that's what we wanna do. Unfortunately, this is also off the floor. It's too high, but it should work. All right, so to get through that tile portion, we're going to use a Diablo 1/4 inch hard tile and stone, which covers porcelain, ceramic, granite, natural stone, glass, everything. All right, so that's what we want to use. And then to match it up, we're going to use number 10 anchors. We're going to tap into the tile part just to protect the tile as we go through. And then we'll use stainless steel, number 10 flathead Phillips to get into the wood portion. So we're going to do just like a couple steps here. And then of course we got extra good mounting bolts and washers, so that's all gonna help with the whole process. All right, and a wax ring, not extra thick because we're already pretty high up already off the floor, so that's gonna have to do though. So let's go ahead and get everything marked off and we'll start the process. All right, so we just pre-drilled through the plastic flange until we hit the tile. So we are at the tile level now. So we're gonna switch to our tile bit so that we can get through the tile next until we get to the wood part. All right, there's our tile bit. Let's switch out now. All right. What I do is just get it wet, cool. That helps get it through. Cool it off, get it wet. Keep it cool, keep it wet. Got through into the wood. All right, so now just to protect the porcelain part, we're gonna just tap these anchors in. That'll just protect the screw from hitting that, cracking those. Just give it a passage through there. Ready to get this back on and drill through with the wood bits now. We made it through, well protected. Make sure it's lined up with all the anchors. Into the wood. Okay. Put them all into the anchors. All right, so now we're driving the screws through the anchor, past the tile, and into the subfloor, wood floor. Yep, there we go. You can hear that wood grabbing it. Click. Oh, it locks in. That's it. There we are. So we now have the new metal ring in place. All right, so we're gonna put the put our bolts in. We're gonna use a washer. You always want to lock it to the flange first so it doesn't do this when you're trying to put the toilet on. I don't want all that that wobbling. So we're gonna lock it down, get it just where it belongs. And like I said, I like to use extra strong support bolts and nuts, you know, make it strong. So, all right, so we got them locked down, got them centered up. There we go. All right, we're ready to put our wax seal on. We've got the reinforced, not the extra thick, because since we're already up high, we don't want it too thick. But I always like to use reinforced always. All right, so. Okay, make sure all the plastic's off. And we're just gonna go ahead and pop him in there. Okay, make sure it's in place, locked on. There it is. All right, we're gonna clean this floor a little bit too. So we got the toilet down. We're gonna now put our oval washer down and our nut. Get it all hand tightened first, and then we can use our wrench. Tighten that a little bit more so don't move around. Alright, we'll just keep alternating until we got it tightened down. Alright, so being that the flange was up a little high, I went ahead and put some shims in all the way around and then caulked it real good just to give it that cushion and add to the stability, but it's definitely solid. It's not going nowhere. That's how a toilet should be. It's nice and solid. Yep, no shake, no nothing. And do a quick flush test. Quick flush. Check for any leaks. And everything looks great. Nothing leaking. Yep, all good. So that's fixed.